Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sandeep Bansal and I welcome you all to my channel 100 Healers Insights. Friends, in today's video, I am going to discuss horoscope of a person, which is an enigma in itself. If we do not know that this horoscope belongs to this great person, a very powerful person, and on seeing this horoscope, we may misinterpret it. We may not understand the power of this horoscope. It's only when we see these kinds of horoscopes and some exception rules of exceptions working out, then we understand the exception rules of astrology, how the complex the astrology is. Usually in astrology, the debilitated planets are considered weak planets. When a planet gets debilitated, when it's in a sign of its fall, a particular zodiac sign where the planet is not at all comfortable, the energy of the sign does not matches with the energy of the planet. That planet is considered very weak in that sign. It's not able to express its power in that sign. But then comes this particular these kinds of horoscopes, where the person attains great heights in life, great achievements in life during the period of this debilitated planet. So today we are going to discuss debilitated Jupiter, that how during the period of debilitated Jupiter, the Mahadasha of debilitated Jupiter, Mr. Barack Obama became the president of USA and was the most powerful man on earth for 8 years. And it all happened in the Mahadasha of Jupiter. So let's see this horoscope and let's try to understand how was it possible, how this debilitated Jupiter did this great miracle. So let's start today's presentation. Jai Shri Ram. So friends, you can see on my screen the horoscope of Mr. Barack Obama. The birth details of Mr. Barack Obama are available online. I have taken that from the website of Astro Data Bank. It's a double A rating horoscope. That means it's from the birth certificates. So birth details are correct. Now friend, this is a Capricorn ascendant horoscope. The sign number 10, that's Capricorn, has come to the first house of the horoscope. So ascendant is Capricorn. Capricorn sign is ruled by planet Saturn. Saturn is sitting in its own sign in the first house, making Saturn very powerful. So the basic personality of this person, ascendant decides the basic personality traits, nature of the person, is ruled by Saturn. This means this person is a serious person. He is not a nonsense person. He doesn't tolerate nonsense. He is a serious, committed person. He is a hardworking person. He is a dependable person. Saturn makes a person a very hardworking person. These people cannot sit idly. Especially with Saturn Vakri, they cannot be at peace if they do not do their work. They are workhorses. They are like workaholics. So Saturn is sitting in the first house in the Capricorn sign. Capricorn sign is known to give a long, lean, thin stature to a person. So we can see Mr. Barack Obama's personality, a long, tall man. He was also a member of the basketball team during his young age. The Saturn coming to the first house of the horoscope also shows hardship, struggle in the life, especially during the first half of the life. Why? Because Saturn is a planet of grief, is a planet of poverty, is a planet of hardship, struggle in life. That means you will not get things easily. You are not born with silver spoon. You have to work hard to achieve things. So as we know about his life, that he lost his father at a young age. His father was separated from his mother. They divorced. He left when he was just a 2 years old child, 2 or 3 years of age. Then he met his father just once in life, and then his father died in some accident. His mother married another Asian man, and he also moved a lot during his childhood with his mother. Then later his mother left him with her parents, that is his maternal grandparents. And most of his upbringing was done by his maternal grandparents. So that all hardships in his life are visible from Saturn in the first house of the horoscope. Ketu is there in the house of family. Ketu is a very cruel planet. It's an emotional aspect, headless planet without any emotions. So Ketu is damaging his second house of family, showing lack of family comforts. Ketu also in Indian astrology represents the maternal side of the family. Ketu is the Karaka of the maternal side of the family. So Ketu coming in the second house of the family means his main family was the maternal side of the family. It was his maternal grandparents. But today what we are going to discuss is his debilitated Jupiter. His Jupiter we can see here, it is sitting here in the sign of again Capricorn along with the Saturn. So both Saturn and Jupiter are sitting in the first house in the sign of Capricorn. Now in the sign of Capricorn, Jupiter is considered a debilitated planet, a niche planet. It is in the sign of fall. It is a fallen planet. Why? See, because the energy of the Capricorn, the traits of the Capricorn sign do not match with the energy and traits of the Jupiter sign. Jupiter is not comfortable in this sign. Why? Jupiter is a teacher. It's a guru. It's a university level teacher. It's a planet of higher education. Jupiter is a planet of higher philosophies of life. It's an academician. It's a planet of higher knowledge. It's a planet of ethics. It's a planet of morality. It's a planet of giving rules to the society. And Capricorn is a sign of hardships. It's a sign of physical labor. It's a sign where you have to work hard like a labor and you have to sweat it out. It's a sign of hierarchies. It is a sign of institutions, organizations, structure. So Jupiter is not a planet who wants to do hard work, who doesn't want to work like a physical man, physical labor. Because Jupiter is a knowledgeable man. He wants to share knowledge. He wants to share knowledge to the world. He doesn't want to go and sweat out in heat to sweat it out and do physical labor. Why will a man with knowledge have to do physical labors? So that's why Jupiter's energy does not match the energy of Capricorn sign, and it's considered a niche planet, a planet fall in this sign. Now Jupiter as such, for this Capricorn sign, it is not a good planet. It does not rule any good house. Jupiter is ruling the 12th house of losses and 3rd house of struggles and efforts. Two malefic houses. Even 3rd house in astrology is considered a mild malefic. So Jupiter is not the first lord, not a positive planet as first lord. Jupiter is not the 9th lord of fortune, of bhagya, of good luck in life. Jupiter is not the 5th lord of power, of fame. Jupiter is not a Kendra lord. Kendra means the first 4, 7, 10 houses. Jupiter is not the lord of coordinate houses. So why this debilitated Jupiter is so important? During this Mahadasha of 16 years, Jupiter has 16 years Mahadasha. During this Mahadasha, from July 96 to July 2012, Mr. Barack Obama entered the politics, kept on winning seats, kept on rising in politics, and finally became the President of the United States of America. And he was for 2 terms, consecutive 2 terms. Most powerful man on this planet for 8 years. So how did this happen? How did this debilitated Jupiter, who is not a functional malefic, who is not a Raj Yoga Karak planet, made him such powerful man? So here the enigma of astrology come. Here the exceptions of astrology come into play. How a debilitated planet, a planet in weak sign, can still give such tremendous strong results. And today we are going to understand that. So what is happening here? There is a concept in astrology of Neecha Bhanga Raj Yoga. Neecha Bhanga Raj Yoga. What does that mean? It means a debilitated planet, a niche planet. Bhanga means cancellation. Its debilitation is cancelled. When a debilitated planet who is weak, its debilitation is cancelled, it becomes a very powerful planet. That means a planet is debilitated. That means initially the person had to do a lot of struggle. Because of struggle, the person gets a lot of experience, learns a lot of things. Now because his base is very strong, he's learned a lot of things in life. He is able to use all that experience, all that knowledge which is gained from struggles to achieve success in life. And because he has struggled, he knows things, he knows the problems, he knows the difficulties. Now the success gotten is very, very strong, very, very high. Because the base is very strong. That's the concept of Neecha Bhanga. But how is this Neecha Bhanga happening? So here are the rules of astrology which explain that. First of all, Jupiter here is sitting with its own sign lord Saturn. Jupiter is sitting with Saturn in the house of Saturn. So planet which is debilitated, whenever it sits with its own sign lord, is the first rule of cancellation of the debilitation. So debilitation of Jupiter is getting cancelled here. Second rule, a retrogradation of the planet can give strength to the planet. Now here Jupiter is retrograded. The brackets here are showing retrogradation. Retrogression means the person is going to make a lot of efforts. It's called chestable. That means plant has the internal nature to make efforts, not to give up. So this person will keep on making effort till he overcomes his weakness. So the second rule, which is giving strength to Jupiter, is the retrogression. Third, to check the internal strength of a planet, we have to check the planet in Navash chart. That is a D9 chart. Navash chart. Now this Jupiter in D9 chart is in its own sign in Pisces. Jupiter in the D9 chart is in its own sign in Pisces. Any planet when in Navash chart, in D9 chart, in its own sign or exaltation sign is very, very strong. It has a lot of internal strength. So this Jupiter, which appears to be in debilitation, actually has a lot of internal strength because it's in Pisces, its own sign. So three rules. It is with the Sun sign lord, it's retrograded, it's in its own sign Navash. Now fourth rule. Planet which exalts in this sign, in the Capricorn, because Jupiter is debilitated. So planet which exalts in the debilitation sign of Jupiter, that is Mars. Mars exalts in the Capricorn. Is in quadrant, Kendra to Lagan or Moon. The Moon is here. From Moon, Mars is in the fourth house. First, second, third, fourth. So Mars is sitting in the fourth house from Moon, which is quadrant to Moon, because Moon is also considered Lagna in Indian astrology. Wherever the Moon is, it will become Lagan, the first house. Considering Moon as the first house, Mars is coming in central house, quadrant house, Kendra, 1, 4, 7, 10. 1, 4, 7, 10 are the Kendras. So another rule of astrology, a planet which exalts in the debilitation sign, when in Kendra from Lagan or Moon, again cancels the debilitation of the planet. So Jupiter's debilitation is also getting cancelled by Mars. So by four rules, the Jupiter has got strength through four rules. But still, can it give you Raj Yoga? Can it, planet whose debilitation, can it give such a powerful results making the president of America? Yes. Why? Because there is another rule in astrology. Another rule in astrology, whenever any planet gives results as per the company it keeps. Company is very, very important in astrology. Yogas are very, very important. Now, is this Jupiter related to planets making Raj Yoga? If the planet is, it's like there are 2, 3 kings sitting together, friendly kings sitting together, and a very weak person comes in the company of king. So this person will also be considered a very powerful person. A person who is very close companion of king, he himself may be very weak, but is a close companion of the king, will also be enjoying all the comforts like a king. People will think, oh, he's a very close companion of king, he's a very important man. That's why he's close to the king. So here, is Jupiter close to the king makers? Yes. Why? Because Saturn is the first lord, a very positive planet for this horoscope. Mercury is the ninth lord. Mercury is the ninth lord of Bhagya, of the fortune, of the good luck, of the destiny. Now this Mercury and Saturn are expecting each other. Mercury and Saturn, they are expecting each other mutually, making it very, very powerful. Saturn is expecting the Mercury here. Mercury is expecting the Saturn here. The first lord and ninth lord are making a very, very powerful connection, very powerful Raj Yoga in the horoscope. And Jupiter is involved with this Raj Yoga now. Jupiter is sitting with the powerful first lord, which is sitting in own sign Capricorn. Jupiter is getting the aspect of the ninth lord. Jupiter is also getting the aspect of Sun, which is a natural kingmaker, natural karka, regulator of the kingship. So Jupiter is in company of a very powerful Raj Yoga. But is it such powerful Raj Yoga? First lord and ninth lord may be making combination in many horoscopes. But is it such powerful Raj Yoga to make him the president of the United States of America? To check that, we have to check the D9, again, Navash chart. Very important. Let's see Saturn and Mercury Navash chart. Let's see. Now this Saturn is again its own sign Capricorn in Navash chart. It's Vargottam. Saturn is very, very powerful. A planet when its same sign in D1 and D9 charts is called Vargottam. It's very, very strong planet. It's very determined planet to give its results. Now is this Mercury very strong? Mercury is in its own Virgo sign exalted. Mercury is very, very powerful in D9. It's in the most powerful sign. Mercury is exalted in D9 Namash chart. So these two planets making Raj Yoga are actually having lots of internal strength. They are very powerful because in Namash chart both are very powerful. And again this ninth lord Mercury and Jupiter expecting each other in D9. Mercury is expecting Jupiter here. Jupiter is expecting Mercury here. Both expecting. So this Jupiter is very, very powerful because it's in a combination of Maharaj Yoga, very powerful Raj Yoga, Saturn and Mercury. Let me tell you Saturn, how it worked in life. Barack Obama is very brilliant writer also. He's written 2-3 books and all of them has been very popular. His own autobiography, his own experiences in life. He's a lawyer. He's a very well educated man. So Jupiter Mercury connecting very strongly in chart makes a person very, very brilliant. It's a yoga of education because Mercury shows your curiosity, it's your learning ability, and Jupiter is higher knowledge. So Jupiter Mercury makes a person lifelong learner, makes a person writer, gives the ability to write. That's why he is also a brilliant writer. He brought out his books based on experience in his life. So this was this Mahadasha of Jupiter, which started in July 1996. He entered into the politics in this Mahadasha. The first election he won and he became a senator of Illinois. He kept on getting re-elected. Then he became the US senator from Illinois in the Parliament of America. Then he gave some speeches which made him very, very famous. Speeches come in the domain of Mercury. He published his books again in the period of Mercury. Then 2008, he became the President of America. Again in Jupiter Mahadasha. And when Jupiter Mahadasha was ending in 2012, he again got elected in the Saturn Mahadasha. After Jupiter came Saturn, again Raj Yoga. So again became the President of America. So for 2 consecutive terms, this yoga made him the most powerful man on the earth, the President of USA. A debilitated Jupiter made him that. All his career, he rised from being a local politician to President of America in this Jupiter Mahadasha. And Jupiter here is also the 12th lord of foreign policies. Jupiter is a policy maker. It's a planet of knowledge. It's a guru. It's a teacher who makes policies for the society. As a president, he makes policies. He's known for his foreign policies. He took out America from the Iraq war. He brought American soldiers from Iraq. He ended the war in Iraq with America. He handled the financial depression and crisis of 2008 due to property in America. He made some bills and acts to help the poor people in America. That's why he was very, very popular for his policies, especially for his foreign policy. He ended the issues with Cuba. He ended a treaty and agreement with Iran on nuclear power, nuclear weapons, and lots of international work he did during his presidency. He got the Osama bin Laden killed during his presidency. And he is one of the few presidents of USA to win the Nobel Peace Prize. I think only the 4th president of USA to win the Nobel Peace Prize for his international efforts. And all happened in this Jupiter Mahadasha. So this is the mystery of astrology, how enigmatic the astrology is, how apparently very weak planet like debilitated Jupiter can also make one the most powerful man on this earth. So friend, this was my explanation of how debilitated Jupiter, Neecha Jupiter, made Mr. Obama the President of USA. And I hope you like this video. It was a small video to explain how these planets works, how the rules of astrology works. We'll meet again with some another interesting video. Till then, have a good time. Bye.